Polo is perhaps the oldest team sport. Although the exact origins of the game are unknown, it was probably first played by nomadic warriors over 2,000 years ago. But the first recorded tournament was in 600 BC. While the sport of polo is older than recorded history, we know that its origins are in the inspirational relationship between humans and horses. This special bond and the unique blending of athletic talents between horses and riders have helped polo evolve into the sport of kings.
Well, polo's exciting. It has a lot of cachet, but it has an element of danger to it. It's the oldest organized team sport still in existence. So it has a tremendous history and it's evolved a lot over the years. And right now you have the best polo players in the world coming into our area to participate. And it really just doesn't get any better than that.
Playing polo is getting on a horse and playing a sport with an animal, with a living, breathing being beneath you. And that partnership, that friendship, that loyalty that you need to develop is really something special, and it's really difficult to explain. There's a level of confidence and loyalty that you have in your horse that really makes it a special sport.
Polo is a complex sport with its own vast vocabulary. Between the polo lingo, the mixture of languages, and traditional Persian words, it can be difficult to understand what's actually being said.
There are a lot of sort of idiomatically unusual words used in polo.
There's probably some words I can't say on TV. You know?
It's a very intense sport, so there's a whole vocabulary of Spanish curse words that are used in polo that I'm not going to get into.
Yeah, there's a lot of words.
Line, like the line of the ball, which forms the right of way.
There's terms like the knock-in.
Man, which is the other player. You're supposed to defend the man before you think about the ball.
A throw-in or a ball-in is pretty much like what we see as a face-off in hockey or a jump ball in basketball.
Chukker is an unusual word. It refers to a period in a polo game.
It's a very volatile game. You know, you play with a lot of emotion, and so a lot of times words come out that normally wouldn't, so that's why I can't say them, but you know, it's pretty fun.
Held at the National Polo Center in Wellington, North America's only high-goal polo venue, the International Gay Polo Tournament draws top GPL players and avid spectators from around the globe for a weekend of grand horseplay. Mixing one part serious competition and one part lighthearted party, this event is all about sharing a love for adventure, fun, and the challenging sport of polo. Created to generate awareness and to move the needle forward for the LGBTQ+ athletes, this event works to ensure athletes not only have the same opportunities, but also a safe place to learn, grow, and excel in their sport. The Gay Polo League works to create an atmosphere that affirms and supports the understanding and acceptance of all individuals, regardless of race, sex, gender, sexual identity, or sexual orientation, and works to promote goodwill and camaraderie in the community. The tailgating scene is just as competitive as the polo action, with spectators creating elaborate themed parties, and the party only stops when the last bottle of champagne has been popped.
Oh, the tailgating's a hoot. Yeah, no, they have so much energy and it's always a fun time. So you talk about, you know, color and style, you'll see it out at the gay polo tournaments.
Oh my God, it's fabulous!
What happens at polo stays at polo.
The Museum of Polo and Hall of Fame is dedicated to fostering an appreciation of the sport of polo, its history, development, and traditions by acquiring, preserving, exhibiting, and interpreting collections, as well as honoring those who have made outstanding contributions to the sport.
The Museum of Polo is the only museum in the world dedicated to preserving the history and tradition of the sport of polo. So it's quite a genuine jewel and resource for not just the polo community, but for the world over. As you look around the exhibit, you can see that there's artwork starting in the late 1800s, more specifically I think about 1887. And we have all the eras of polo represented through art, recognizing the relationship of partners in polo, the man and the horse, honoring that unique relationship. And as you look around the room, going through the exhibit, you can see the change in style even as artwork evolves. So we represent different eras of the sport, and you can see through the artwork how it transitions into a more traditional type of posing and artwork and styles, and gets more contemporary as you move around the room. You know, people forget that what they're doing today becomes tomorrow's history, and without preserving that, I don't think you have any continuity. You have to have that, I think, for an appreciation of what's going on around you. You know, it crosses time, it crosses generations, it crosses race and gender and everything else. I mean, polo is something that is to be celebrated by everybody.